not even leaving the ground, just start to kind of wear off some of the cobwebs of Friday morning. I gotta start this. Okay, here we go. All right, today we got a nice little circuit going on, but there's gonna be a surprise break several times during the workout. And it's gonna be a burpee break. So when I say go, we all have to jump back and do 3 burpees, okay? And that's gonna have to happen randomly throughout the whole workout. Let's get our feet leaving the ground and get an actual skip going, if it's there for you. Excellent. So we wanna get nicely warmed up, but we're going to have a kind of a fairly gentle pace through most of the workout. 3, 2, 1, come out of that, and let's just do a nice side shuffle. So some nice gentle arm exercises. So arm exercises don't usually make us want to feel like we want to throw up, right? You feel okay, get a nice burning sensation in the arms. We all like that. But when I say go, then we stop whatever we're doing. We do 3 burpees, and we come back to what we were doing, okay? Okay, with this side shuffle, let's just lower our body a little bit. We got it. And let's speed it up just a touch. Nice, gentle warm up here. 3, 2, 1. Come on out of that. Excellent. All right, let's do our butt kickers. So I can't even remember exactly what the first 3 exercises are. I have to look at my list, but I think they're pretty gentle. I think they're kind of rapid fire, so it's 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We're doing 3 rounds of them. Let's jog this out, okay? So the fun part happens when I say go, and we do a burpee, or 3 burpees. 3, 2, 1, come out of that. All right, straight leg, lifting up, touching opposite hand. It doesn't have to touch. The knee doesn't have to be totally straight. Nice job. The warm-up is sometimes the part of the workout that you have to be the kindest to yourself. Even the most fit people kind of notice at the beginning where their body's not ready to go, and they recognize that they're just not warmed up yet. So be patient. Don't expect too much of your body too quickly. 3, 2, 1. Turn this into a knee to opposite elbow. There we go. Knee to opposite elbow. Hiking this out at a comfortable pace. That's it. And then we're going to add just a little bit of speed to it. Comfortable speed. Make sure you lift the toe. Keep your head and chest up. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's get in kind of a ready stance, like we're about to catch something really heavy. Now we're going to take one hand in front of us, and then reach out across our body. And now we're just doing a big circle. We're just trying to make as big a circle as possible. Not just using the shoulder, but the whole body. Okay? We're in this kind of low squatted position. You can't do this wrong. You might feel like, am I doing this right? Yeah, you're doing it right. Okay? And we're just doing this nice, awkward, general, full body motion. We're doing our last one here. And then we're going to the other side. So remember, you start off by reaching across and then up and over. Like a really giant, super ugly backstroke. Okay? Knees and hips and ankles are all bending and twisting. You got it. 2 more. Last one. Come out of that. Okay. Let me just take a look at my list here, so I can describe this as we go. Well, we got some bicep stuff, some squat hops, and some tricep stuff. Oh yeah, that'll be easy. Let's do a reverse lunge. Both hands are going to come to the inside of my front leg. I go low, keeping my back leg as straight as possible, and I come right up. Okay? So we're not holding it, we're just moving into it and out of it. Really good warm up, dynamic mobility movement. Okay? Nice job. All right, I've got one more on each leg. Coming up to the last one. All right, now let's do a nice hamstring warm up. So this is our knuckle drags or our puppy pushers. So we kick a heel out, knees stay side by side, one knee straight, one knee bent, hands in the back of our butt, and then we just bend over, hinging at the hip, and then swing the fingers through. And then here's the fun part, 3 quick steps. Boop, boop, boop. If you do it right, you end up with the other foot in the front. Whoa, lost my balance. And then we sweep through. The 3 quick hops are primarily, if you're in a gym working out with other people, the 3 quick hops make you look like a professional. Because you will see football players and soccer players doing that exact movement. And that's why we do it, just to look good. It also facilitates the warm-up. Like, you know why we skip? We hop on our toes, okay? But we know the real reason is to make us look like pros. Here's our last one. And it's to get those hamstrings going, right? All right, let's do our quad stretch. So this is also a balance warm-up. We grab an ankle, squeeze the knees, reach up, and shrug. Grab the ankle, squeeze the knees, reach up, and shrug. This can be mostly either to warm up the quadricep muscle or to warm up your balance, because sometimes this is just a gong show of stumbling and falling, and that's part of the deal. Nice job. Here's our last one coming up. And come out of that. Okay, grab your water, let me show you the deal here. So we're going to do a bicep curl combined with moving the weight out to the side. So for the first 30 seconds, it's going to be a curl, out to the side, in, and then out of the curl. Into the curl, out to the side, back in, and down. That's our first exercise, okay? Second exercise are squat hops. So we jump wide, sit low, and then when we come up, we tap narrow and go right back down. Tap narrow, back down. You modify this based on your ability. How low do you go? How high do you jump? So the easier version is a little sit, and then a foot comes in, foot goes out, a little sit, foot comes in, foot comes out. If that jumping even feels uncomfortable, then you can step it in, step it out, and sit. Step it in, step it out, and sit. Okay? Hop squats. Squat hops. I think both names work. Okay, third exercise, tricep kickbacks. So again, we got our small weights, slight bend in the knee, big bend in the hip so the butt sticks out. Arms right by your side, and we kick it back and back down. Kick it back. If you've got light weights, you will have yourself more horizontal. If you've got weights that are on the heavy side, you're just going to angle yourself up a bit so that the weight works, okay? Well, on that one, we're really focusing on keeping our armpits squeezed shut. Okay, ready? So we got 30 seconds in, 20 seconds out at any given moment. And I'll be honest, I'm going to do this mostly during the rest periods. I'm going to pause the rest. I'm going to say go. We're going to do 3 burpees, and then we're going to continue our rest and then continue with the workout. It's going to be fun. It's kind of a mystery today. I don't even know what I'm going to call it, so no one knows. Okay, we're going in 10. And we're starting with our bicep curl and then reaching out when we're up here, right? So 3, 2, 1, curl, out, in, out of the curl. There we go. Hold your tummy nice and tight so there's no flailing of your body. Okay? If you have small weights with this, you can go a little bit faster to make it more challenging, okay? We got it. Remember, Friday's not supposed to be killer day. Friday's supposed to be happy, gentle day. And that's our rest. Okay, we've got 20 seconds to rest. And our next exercise is hop squats. Squat hops. I'm not sure which is the right name. Hop squats, I think. We're going in 3, 2, 1. That's us. Right on. We're hop squatting it out. 30 seconds full. Nice work. We're over halfway done now. Remember to monitor your depth so you can do the whole 30 seconds. And just to review, we're doing this 3 whole times. There's our rest. Oh, and guess what? Our first 3 burpees. Pause that timer. 3 burpees. Now, while we're resting here, let me show you our options. Easy version. Hands to the floor. Step out, step back, and do the wave. Okay? Step out, step back, do the wave. Next option is down, pop the feet out, pop the feet in, and a little jump. And then the full meal deal is all the way down, all the way up, big jump. All right, you do your 3. I'm gonna just do 2 more because I'm gonna count what I just did as 1. All right, that's like 3.5. I'm just gonna resume our rest. We have 15 seconds left in that rest. And now we're doing our tricep kickbacks in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, tricep kickbacks. Here we go, nice and slow. To add a little bit of zing to it, you just kind of pause when you're all the way back. And try not to swing it up there, but use your strength to get it there. Squeeze your armpits tight and resist the temptation to shrug your shoulders. Shoulders away from the ears. You're looking at the floor about, relax, rest, about like 7 feet in front of you, okay? Okay, that's 1 round. Our next exercise that we return to is bicep curl with the reach out. And that's going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, bicep, reach out and in, and down. If the weight that you have is just a little on the heavy side, you don't have to reach all the way out. Just go out as far as your elbows and shoulders like. It's really important to keep everything feeling like it's within your capacity, okay? 3, 2, 1, relax. So take it from a former hammerhead that used to think everything had to be all out, completely super hard. There's not a lot of benefit to that. For specific reasons, in careful doses, yeah, but. All right, hop squats, here we go. We got it. And now we got the rhythm going, right? You feel how this works? With these hop squats, if you're breathing, hopefully you are, you're exhaling vigorously as you come up. Nice, rest, okay. 20-second break, and you have tricep kickbacks. I wonder when the next burpee thing is going to come up. Okay, tricep kickbacks. Ready, go. We got it. With this one, you're exhaling as your hands go backwards. That's it. Almost there. And rest. And guess what? Burpees. 3 of them. Do them your style. 3 burpees. Here we go. And we'll resume our timer. Okay, we're starting our last round here. 3rd round. Starting with our bicep curls. Reaching sideways. Ready, set, go. Okay, put those weights down. Put those weights down. I'm pausing the timer. Do your 3 burpees. 3 burpees. I'm turning the timer back on. Grab those weights. Finish your arm curls. Here we go. We're still curling and reaching. Rest. Oh, that was a shocker, eh? All right, hop squats coming up in 10 seconds. Or are they? Pause that timer. 3 burpees. Here we go. We got them. 3 burpees from all of us. Yeah. All right, resume the timer. We're still resting, but we're going with our hop squats in 3, 2, 1. Hop squats. Nice job. Take this all the way to the end. I got 10 seconds to go. Almost there. Rest. Okay, we have one more exercise, right? Tricep kickbacks. All right, we're going in. 3, 2, 1. We're on. Tricep kickbacks. All the way back. Hold your tummy nice and tight. Well, we're halfway done. Three seconds to go now. Rest. Guess what? We got 3 burpees to do right now. 3 burpees to finish it off. Do that now. Only 3. All right, now full rest. Grab some water, shake it out. Oh, doing burpees with arm exercises is tricky, right? Okay. Grab some water. Let's see what part B has for us, okay? Oh yeah, perfect. So the part is part B. We're done with our weights, by the way. We can roll those away. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. Made a mistake, I'm looking at the wrong list. We need our weights. Keep your weights. Okay. The first exercise is going to be plank walking sideways with our body, okay? And we're going to do this on a timer where we start with 50 seconds with one exercise, but 20 on the other exercise, and then it inverts. So plank walking sideways looks like this. We're in a plank, okay? And then we just simply take little steps and walk sideways. And we're going to do that back and forth for the whole time. So I think we start 50 seconds. Yes, 50 seconds. Now, that also works really well on the back of a couch or a chair that's stable, okay? So your body is more upright, and that also taxes the core, a little less stress on the shoulders. You can also use, let's say if you're near a staircase, your feet are on the bottom, but maybe your hands are on the third or fourth edge of the staircase. And you don't need a ton of space. You can just take like one step one way, one step the other way. That works really well. The other exercise that we're pairing this with is our alternating rowing, okay? So we're going to be in the exact same position as we were for our tricep kickbacks, but now this time our weights look like pistons and we're doing this motion, okay? That's the plan. And at any given moment, I'll pause that timer and we just do some burpees. So let me pick the right timer here. 50, 20. Where is that one? Oh, I know, where it is. All right, are we ready? I'm sure we are. So we're going to start with the plank walking sideways. We're going in 5 seconds. Ready, set, begin. And we do this nice and slowly. If you've got some space, if you're doing it on the floor, go slowly. Another option is if you only have the floor to do this, but it's just too hard, then you do it for 10 or 15 seconds, drop a knee, take 2 breaths, and then rejoin, okay? That's how you make this work. Especially in this first one, it's 50 seconds long. Which feels like 2 minutes, but I'm sure that timer's still working. I haven't looked yet. Should I look? I don't know. Does it stop working? I think maybe. No, rest. Okay, 30-second rest. 30-second rest. I hate being drawn into that. I think, oh, the timer's not working. So I look up at it and it's 20 seconds to go. And then I even feel even worse. Okay, get ready for this alternating rowing. I think it's only going to be for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yep, 20 seconds, alternating rowing. This is about us just going through a really healthy movement with our bodies, repetitively, and paying attention, like you are paying attention to you and how you feel right now doing this. And that's really important. Rest. That's surprisingly important. Guess what? Burpee time. Pause that timer. 3 burpees. Your way. All right, those are my 3 burpees. Yeah, so obviously doing a class and following somebody is a really good way to be motivated and learn. But as soon as you feel like you've got it, then you pay attention to you when you're doing the exercise. Oh, that's winding me. Okay, we're doing our plank walk in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Now this one's only 35 seconds. it should feel, well, I don't know. I sometimes think it should feel easy, and then it doesn't. I guess it feels how it feels. We don't choose it, we choose how we respond to it. Well, I'm gonna have to look again. Oh, there we go. Just like last time, I'm about to looking at things. Okay, rest. Oh, that's true. We can't choose how this feels, but we do choose how we feel about it, how we react to it. We're doing 3 rounds this, by the way. You might have said, hey, how many rounds are we doing? 8, 9, 10? No, just 3. Just 3 today. Speaking of 3, we're going in 3, 2, 1. We're rolling. And then that's just 35 seconds. It was 20 last time, now it's 35. Now, if you have weights that just feel too light, that's okay. That's completely okay. And these are the same weights that I use for my shoulder press. Normally for a rowing exercise, it would be 4 times heavier maybe, but I'm still getting tons of benefit from this. Almost there. And rest. Yes. Guess what? 3 burpees. Here we go. Pause our timer. Doing 3 burpees. It's all because Monday is National Burpee Day, and we're just getting them in. Not because we like them, but because we're supposed to. Okay. So, we have 1 more round to go here, right? Plank crab walk, or sorry, a plank sideways walk. Also called plank crab walk, because it's sideways. But it's only going to be for 20 seconds. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Nice work, keep breathing. Nice. Okay, I didn't have to look up that time and wonder to see if my timer stopped. Oh, this is going great. We have 1 more set of rowing, and it'll be 50 seconds. So, even though it maybe felt light, this is going to be a while. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Your trunk is held rigid. Your trunk is not twisting. Shoulders are away from the ears. And you're breathing. If your weights are heavy, you're lamenting that right now. If your weights are light, you're saying, thank goodness. It doesn't all have to be killer. We only have 18 seconds to go. Nice job, getting to the end. Hold your tummy tight, keep your back nice and straight. You're looking at the ground about 6 or 7 feet in front of you. Oh, and that's our timer. Rest. Put those weights away. No more with that. And then I'm going to get you to just grab your water, get some drinks in, and just do a little walk around, okay? Catch your breath before we lie down and do some mobility, okay? Nice job. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is a nice hip stretch. In yoga, they call this a pigeon position, and there's several kind of in yoga. There's quite a few kind of versions and ways. Today, what I want to do is go over the importance of having something under your thigh. We've done this stretch before, and I did it without the thigh support. And it's arguable that that's wrong, okay? That you need thigh support. So, now in the world of exercise and movement, there's lots of things that one person says it has to be this and the next person says it has to be that. So those are all really good questions to kind of iron out for yourself. Sometimes it's just an individual thing. But this is what I've got with my towel. So it's a big full-size bath towel, and I folded it up so it's pretty thick. Like thicker than a phone book almost, okay? And with this stretch, we always start out with putting our thigh parallel to the edge of the mat. So that's where I'm going to put my towel. And what I'm going to do now is actually sit with my thigh and a little bit of my butt on that towel, okay? What works really well for this, if you have, is an actual yoga block. That's one of the purposes of a yoga block, is to provide this support, okay? So now I've got my thigh lined up at the edge of my mat, okay? And then this part of my leg I'm going to put in a place depending on how flexible I am. Again, if you're really super flexible, the goal is to have your shin parallel with the front of your mat. But if you're not there, then you're not there, okay? Once I'm here, so I've got my right knee in front. I want to take my right hand and put it to the inside of my right knee. That's an absolute rule, so I'll try to accomplish that. And then I'm going to try to roll my body so I'm facing forwards and down, as opposed to sideways and twisted, okay? And now I realize what the stretch is doing for me. It is stretching the muscles in my right bum cheek, my right posterior hip. It also feels like the front of my left hip is enjoying the stretch as well. Okay, so we're going to spend some time with this position, and then I'll show you some of the progressions with it as well. So, as with any stretch, I like to spend a little bit of time to begin with, and then pull right out of it. And we're going to switch sides. So my mat goes to the other side. Okay. I do my check with my thigh. Start off with it parallel to the edge of the mat. Put my foot where I think it's going to work. Now my left hand comes to the inside of my left knee. And I'm really trying to push my right front of my hip towards the mat. So I'm facing the floor and facing forwards. Stretching can be a real adventure. I find sometimes I'll start stretching and things feel fantastic. And then a day later, I start stretching and things do not feel fantastic. It's just different. Excellent. Okay, we're going to switch sides again here and just hold the next side a little bit longer, okay? Getting in here. I'm going to keep the stretch comfortable for me so that I can tolerate a little more time. So if we're stretching for the actual purpose of getting our muscles to lengthen and become more pliable and less prone to injury, we need to hold this position for 60 to 90 seconds, maybe even 2 minutes. That's a long time to focus on relaxing one part while holding tension in other parts of the body so that we're actually putting our force into the part that's being stretched. And that's why we build into this slowly. To just sit down and hold the stretch for 2 minutes would, in most cases, feel very uncomfortable. And get time to practice breathing. Ooh. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll out of that and switch sides. So the tension that you're holding in your body to maintain the position, for example, in the shoulders and the arms and the stomach and and the back leg is being kind of held straight to keep yourself in this position. All those things are getting stronger by doing it. So we're not only developing flexibility in the hip that's being stretched, but we're developing endurance, muscular endurance in holding a static position for an extended period of time. And there's a ton of value in that. And we breathe. When in doubt, bring your attention to your breath. Notice that it's not quite as full and deep as it may, as it could be. So, big inhale, big exhale. All right, we're going to switch sides and we're going to do this one more time. Maybe even a little bit longer this time, okay? So I find, if I'm stretching by myself, so I'll say that maybe it's not obvious, maybe it's not entirely true, but I think I know what I'm doing, right? I have all the training, expertise, and knowledge, so I know how this works. Does that mean that I am going to execute it perfectly when I do this on my own? Absolutely not. Just like everyone, it's tempting to speed it up, miss the last repetition, don't hold it as long as I should because things feel okay and off I go. So the benefit of, say, you following me here and my benefit of me leading you here is that I am going to do this thoroughly and properly. And then we both develop the benefits from it. Whew. Now I'm trying to really drive my left hip forwards. And if it's there for you here on this last round, you can actually drop the elbows. Sometimes this actually just simply feels more comfortable because the hands are tighter. And then maybe we drop the head and we really enjoy this position. Primarily because it's not doing a burpee, okay? That's why we're really enjoying this. This is not a burpee. Pay attention to the tension in your hip, in your right hip, and see if you can let some of it go. Can you kind of connect with it and then let it go? So it feels like almost like you're halfway up a ladder, but you're scared to let go because you're scared of heights. But then one step at a time, one rung at a time, you lower yourself to the bottom of the ladder. That's kind of what this is happening. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's slowly come out of that. And we're going to try that same thing on the other side. Oh, that's golden. Into the position slowly and carefully, because apparently we're going to be here for a while, right? Nice. So I really try to get the front of my right hip pressed towards the mat. There's tension in my stomach. I'm still holding my tummy a little bit tight, like maybe a 3 out of 10, just in case somebody comes along and wants to give me a little tap in the tummy. I'm ready for it, okay? And now again, if it's there for you with the elbows, let yourself drop down, put your head in your hands, and then breathe and relax. Nice job. Again, bring some thought to the tension that you might feel in your left hip or in the hip that's being stretched right now, and see if you can just let that go. And 3, 2, 1. Let's come out of that slowly. And then we're going to do one final stretch. For this one, it is possible to do this with your shoes on, but it feels so much better with the shoes off. So I'm taking my shoes off. I would encourage you to do the same thing. It's a bit of a toe stretch, and it's just so good for your toes. While we do it, we're going to do some breathing exercises. So really all I'm doing is I'm resting on my knees, and I've got my toes curled under. I have my feet right next together, so my heels and ankles are touching, and then I'm sitting on my heels. And now this is where you're going to investigate the position that's going to work for you. We want to feel some intensity in those big toes. So hands on the floor, that might be where you stay, but if you can tolerate coming up, cool. If you can tolerate sitting back a little bit, even better. If you're back, then I want you to kind of tuck your bum underneath, and maybe, just maybe, you're leaning back. So I think you've probably found your position. We're going to be here for just over a minute. And while we're here, we're going to take 2 large deep breaths together, and then normal breathing, and then repeat that. So, with me, big inhale, and big exhale. Again, inhale, and big exhale. All right, you breathe the way you like, and maybe this is where the concern about your toes sets in, because this can actually hurt a lot, I'm not going to lie. This can be really uncomfortable, but very good for you. All right, we're going to inhale again on 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Big exhale. And repeat. Inhale. And exhale. All right, you breathe the way you want. And we're going to come out of this in 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. And then it's nice to kind of straighten up those toes and give a little tap. See if they still work. Hopefully they still work. All right. That's the Friday workout. Awesome. Thanks for coming. See you again.